What was the secret sauce? How many practices? How many meetings with Russell, Greg, before you went, okay, this is a little different. This is a little more intense.
One. And I'll tell you, it's a funny story. So we were on like the brink of COVID. It was just starting to be a thing. It was March of 2020. I had just signed maybe a few weeks earlier, end of February, end of February, I signed with Seattle. COVID was like just starting on the radar. We had driven down to Florida for spring break. So this was like the second week of March. My kids were off of school and I'm down there. And he texts me. He's like, hey, well, let's connect sometime this week and start going over the playbook. They had sent me like an iPad with all the stuff. And I was like, great, let me know when. I just thought the two of us were going to jump on a call, talk about formations, talk about different routes, and just kind of as a get to know each other kind of conversation. Well, little did I know, I went up to my hotel room and he had his Zoom set up in his office with a whiteboard. He had half the screen with the playbook, like sharing his screen, half the board where he could write on it, talking through. Then he stepped back and he was taking me through 2-minute signals in his office, like it was in the middle of the huddle. And I came down after, it was probably a good hour and a half, right? So my wife's at the pool with the kids at spring break and I come down, she's like, how was it? And I said, I've played with a lot of really good guys, a lot of really talented guys who did it right. I'm not sure if I've ever been around what I just experienced. Like it was a really, this is March, Colin. This is March. It wasn't even, we were a month away from OTAs, 2 months away from OTAs, let alone the season. It didn't matter if it was March on a Zoom call during spring break or the day before the Sunday game we played the Rams to end the season in the playoffs. Every single day, he was the exact same way. And I think that's the greatest compliment that I could pay him. The talent, the arm, the running, like that's easy. Everybody can just see that with their own eyes. The greatest compliment I can give him was it didn't matter the significance of that individual session. He never let it alter his approach. And I think that's like the best way I could sum him up.